Hey YouTube, it's Coach Dave. I'm back with another video. I've got another cube from GAN. They sent me the GAN Monster Go M, their new budget 3x3 at a huge discount, so really appreciate them doing that for me. And really thank GAN for doing that. We're going to go ahead and check this one out and see if it's worthwhile. I've heard a lot of really good things. Can't wait to get into it. Let's go. Alright guys, we are looking at the new GAN Monster Go M. This is the budget magnetic version. They've got a whole bunch of cubes in this line. They've got a non-magnetic, they got trainer cubes and things like that. This is the standard 3x3 but with magnets. Go ahead and get into the box here. So this is GAN's version of a magnetic budget cube. It runs about $20, so just a little bit more than the R and the RS, which were not magnetic. First impressions out of the box, it's good. It's got the matte plastic. Feels pretty good. Colored internal. It's got colored pieces and then a primary internals. Let's see if I can show that a little bit. On the core itself, looks like a plastic core. No, of course, no adjustments on the magnets or anything like that. Magnets, pretty distinct click, but I would say medium strength. Feels pretty good. This is definitely heavier than the flagships that GAN's been releasing. Significantly heavier than the Air M or the X or XS, that's for sure. The plastic feels pretty good, even though it is the matte plastic. It feels a little more grippy. Very quiet. You can hear very quiet, similar to like a Tengyun, maybe not quite that quiet, but definitely quiet. It has been lubed but lightly, and not fast, but pretty controllable. All right, let's get some first turns. Okay, right out of the box, that is pretty controllable. However, thought maybe I was hearing a magnet clicking. I guess not. Right out of the box, that is a very nice speed. It's not too fast, it's not too slow. Feels like it's been set up properly right away. Yeah, that's definitely very nice. Feels like I can grip it pretty darn well too. Yeah, that's a nice cube. Is it a $20 cube? Don't know yet. But it definitely feels really nice right out of the box. This is easily the most useful setup of a GAN cube that I've ever had right straight out of the box. No, doesn't feel like I'm going to have to mess with it or slow it down or speed it up or adjust the tensions or anything. It feels really good right out of the box, which when you're talking about a budget cube, that's exactly what you should get. It should come out of the box ready to go for a vast majority of users and not require any setup, because that's who your target audience is. Let me give you a good look at that logo. Kind of a neat looking logo. Yeah, I'm not real sure what the name is supposed to mean or anything like that. But anyway, so far first impressions are really good. We're going to go ahead and do some solves. If I have to, I'll mess with the setup on it, and I will come back to you and give you my final thoughts. The GAN Monster Go is a solid budget cube. It feels great, looks great, has a real quality feel to it. It's pretty stable. The plastic is, although it's frosted, is not slippery at all, so it feels good in turning. You're not having any issues with slipping. However, it does have one big flaw and one really questionable product decision that I'll be getting into. You'll see the flaw here coming up in this solve, and that flaw is catches. Especially on M slices, but in other turning as well, it'll just randomly catch, and I had multiple solves ruined by the catching, or at least harmed, and here we go. As the puzzle just doesn't turn, and it catches, feels like it snags on something, have no idea. Just seems to do that. Like I said, M slices, T-perms, all kinds of stuff. You guys know me, I do a million T-perms on every cube. Never had a problem like this before. And I don't really have an answer for it on this cube. Now, as far as the product decision, or the decision I just don't understand, that is the adjustable tensions with the GES springs, and that's that they didn't include any instructions. I don't really understand that. If you're going to make the puzzle adjustable, you should at least, and it's for beginners, you should include instructions on how to do it. But if you're not going to include instructions, why bother making the puzzle adjustable when you could just make it cheaper using a normal spring and screw setup? That doesn't make any sense to me. You know, if you're really going after the beginner market, get rid of the adjustability, or include the instructions and lower the price. And you know, at the end of the day, this ends up being a tough cube for me to recommend for all of those reasons. Beginners are probably not going to have much of a problem with the catching, but it will come up eventually. All right, bottom line, this is a 56 millimeter cube that weighs 85 grams. It is a little heavier than some of the other puzzles we've seen lately, but not too bad. It has a real nice, solid, stable feel. It's a quality build. It feels like a really quality product in the hand, and it looks great. It has great color shades. However, it is a $20 cube when there are other cubes in this price range, or in this target market, that are a lot cheaper. And like all the other GES puzzles that I've mentioned, the tension system is tough to read. Fortunately, it only has 2 settings, 3 actually if you include the one that you can't use, so you can fairly easily figure out what the right settings are. But again, you can't read it. It's just impossible to read. And unfortunately, this thing is sunk by having a lot of catches. It catches a lot, way more than just about any cube I've tried recently. So what's the bottom line? This is decent. Beginners will like it, but anybody else above that, at least on the cube that I got, not going to be real happy. There are definitely better options, and there are definitely better options for less money, whether it's the Yulong, the MS, the RS3M, you know, the Keelan, pretty much anything. $15 and under is going to be a better option than this puzzle, and for $20 you might as well go get the MGC Elite or even something better than that. Alright guys, if you like what you've seen, go ahead and hit like and subscribe down below. There will be a link to buy this cube in the description down below if you're interested. Go ahead and drop a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.